Breaking Bad is a series about a chemistry high school teacher called Walter White, who finds out he has a terminal illness and will leave his family with nothing but debt when he dies. Being an experienced chemist with a Nobel Prize award, the teacher gets interested in the business of manufacturing and selling methamphetamine after seeing his brother-in-law, who is a DEA agent, bust dealers with drugs worth thousands of dollars. Mr. White then approaches Jesse Pinkman, who is his former student and now a small-time meth cook. Walter proposes a partnership deal, with him as the cook and Jesse as the seller, marking the beginning of their tumultuous partnership in the meth trade. Besides being known for its gripping plot, complex characters and iconic moments, the crime series is memorable for its use of incredible vehicles. The choice of cars throughout the series reveals key elements about each character's personalities, status, and transformations. From Walter White's Pontiac Aztek to Gustavo Fring's Volvo 570 GLT, these are the most incredible cars in Breaking Bad. Number 1. 1986. Fleetwood Bounder. The Fleetwood Bounder, dubbed the Crystal Ship by Jesse, is an RV that Mr. White and Jesse Pinkman turn into a mobile lab for cooking meth. The spacious motorhome is crucial for the clandestine nature of their business, allowing them to cook methamphetamine in remote, out-of-the-way locations. This run-down, aging RV, which contrasts sharply with the high-tech, precise chemistry that Walter brings to the meth-making process, adds an element of dark humor and irony to the show. The choice of a cheap, unreliable RV symbolizes how Walter and Jesse's meth operation is still imperfect and not well established. Number 2. 2004 Pontiac Aztek. Before Breaking Bad and becoming a meth kingpin, Walter White drives a 2004 Pontiac Aztek. The Aztek, often regarded as an unattractive and awkward vehicle, mirrors Walter's status as a middle-aged, struggling high school chemistry teacher and family man with a terminal cancer diagnosis, feeling invisible and unimportant in the world. While it's neither flashy nor imposing, the Pontiac Aztek is practical and functional for Mr. White's day-to-day life as a teacher and part-time car wash attendant. The car is seen in many of the show's early scenes, and in many ways, it serves as a reflection of Walter's initial identity, a man who has no power, no respect, and no sense of self-worth. Number 3. 2012 Chrysler 300 SRT8. After years of cooking high-grade meth and making a fortune out of it, Walter White sells his Pontiac Aztek for only $50 and buys himself a brand new Chrysler 300 SRT8 in Season 5. This new, big gangster sedan boasts an aggressive, bold, and sleek design, signaling Walter's evolution into a powerful criminal mastermind. For Walter, the purchase of the 6.4-liter Hemi V8 Chrysler 300 SRT8 marks his complete embrace of his Heisenberg persona, characterized by luxury, dominance, and pride in his criminal empire. Unfortunately, Mr. White later abandons the Chrysler 300 in the desert after its gas tank is hit by stray bullets and leaks all of its gas. Number 4. 1992 Chevrolet Monte Carlo. Jesse Pinkman, who is Walter White's partner in crime, drives a 1992 Chevrolet Monte Carlo. This older, slightly run-down vehicle is fitting for someone like Jesse, who is deeply entrenched in the street-level drug world and often struggles with his personal demons. Unlike Walter, who gradually moves from modest to lavish vehicles as his success grows in the series, Jesse keeps his practical but far from glamorous Monte Carlo. The 1992 Chevrolet Monte Carlo speaks to the fact that Jesse is still stuck in his past, trapped in a cycle of bad decisions and poor circumstances. It reflects his lack of ambition to escape the world of drugs and his sense of being stuck in the life he's built for himself. Number 5. 1989 Jeep Grand Wagoneer. Considered one of the most irritating female characters in television history, Skylar White, the wife to Walter White, owns a 1989 Jeep Grand Wagoneer. This luxury SUV with a 360 cubic inch V8 engine and 4-speed automatic transmission serves as a physical representation of Skylar White's suburban and seemingly unremarkable life. It is an iconic vehicle of the late 1980s that evokes a sense of family values, comfort, and routine. The Jeep is also an extension of Skylar's desire for stability and normalcy. However, as the series progresses and Skylar White starts laundering money for her husband's methamphetamine empire, The retro four-wheel drive SUV showcases her complicity in her husband's illegal activities and the moral compromises she makes to protect her family.
Number 6. The 2012 Dodge Challenger SRT8. In addition to buying a Chrysler 300 for himself, Walter White is so generous on his 51st birthday that he buys his son, Walter White Jr., a 2012 Dodge Challenger SRT8. For Walter White Jr., who is a teenager with cerebral palsy and a sense of insecurity, the 6.4-liter Hemi V8 car represents his father's success and the family's complicated relationship with wealth and status. Unfortunately, White Jr.'s ownership only lasted a few hours, after his mom instructed his father to get rid of the vehicle to avoid drawing attention. Instead of returning the car back to the dealer, Mr. White drives the Challenger into a ditch and sets it ablaze. Walter White Jr. then downgrades to a 2007 Chrysler PT Cruiser. Number 7. 1998 Volvo V70 GLT. To conceal his vast drug empire from the public eye, Gustavo Fring, a notorious drug dealer and stone-cold killer, owns an assuming and inconspicuous Volvo V70 and runs a chain of fast food restaurants serving chicken. Gustavo Fring's Volvo 570 serves as a symbol of his meticulous and calculated nature. The 1998 Volvo is known for its safety, reliability, and understated design, which mirrors Gus Fring's meticulously planned and seemingly respectable front as a legitimate businessman in the fast food industry. However, beneath this facade lies a cunning and ruthless drug lord with a notorious drug organization based in Albuquerque, New Mexico. The Volvo 570 represents the duality of his character, with its unassuming exterior concealing the darker, hidden aspects of his life, including his involvement in the drug trade and criminal enterprises. It highlights the stark contrast between his public image and his true identity, making the Volvo V70 a subtle yet powerful symbol in the series. Number 9. 2006 Jeep Commander. Hank Schroeder, who is Walter White's brother-in-law and a DEA agent, cruises around in a Jeep Commander to sniff out drug dealers. The Jeep Commander, with its commanding and rugged stance, mirrors Hank's no-nonsense approach to investigating offenders and pursuing justice. He is a rough and red-blooded drug enforcement officer with confidence, determination, and dedication to work, just like the 2006 Jeep Commander in its natural setting. The full-size 420-horsepower SUV with an interior full of soft, sensitive luxury represents his loyalty to his profession and his determination to triumph over obstacles, even when faced with personal and professional challenges. Number 10. 1997 Cadillac DeVille. Saul Goodman, a sleazy criminal lawyer who acts as the attorney for Mr. White and Pinkman, owns a white Cadillac DeVille in the Breaking Bad TV series. The Cadillac, known for its luxurious and ostentatious design, symbolizes Saul Goodman's flashy and flamboyant persona as a morally flexible lawyer. The large sedan underscores his willingness to bend the rules, embrace the morally gray areas, and use any means necessary to make his clients successful. It also serves as a symbol of his extravagant and larger-than-life character, emphasizing his ability to charm, manipulate, and navigate the criminal underworld with charisma. 2009 Mercedes-Benz CLS 550. Marco and Lionel Salamanca, commonly known as the Cousins, briefly used the 2009 Mercedes-Benz CLS 550 to get closer to the United States border on their way to New Mexico. This high-end four-door sedan with leather upholstery, climate control, and a Harman Kardon audio system is a fitting choice for the cartel's high-ranking members, reflecting the Salamanca family's power and their desire to project a certain level of sophistication. In the series, the Cousins drive the car to a dilapidated desert farmhouse where they exchange their well-cut suits for worn work clothes and leave the keys to their Mercedes on a goat's horn before walking away. Number 11. 2007 Cadillac Escalade. While the Salamanca cousins drive a Mercedes-Benz, their uncle, Tuco Salamanca, joyrides in a 2007 Cadillac Escalade. As a high-ranking member of the Juarez cartel, the black full-size luxury SUV matches his flashy, powerful, and commanding persona. Tuco first shows up in the 7-seater Escalade when he meets Mr. White and Pinkman at the auto junkyard to buy crystal meth. Upon realizing that Nodoz has difficulty breathing, Tuco dashes back and blocks Mr. White and Pinkman with the Cadillac and asks them to save the henchman's life, something the meth-cooking duo are unable to do. Number 12, 2004, Bentley Continental GT. It's no surprise that Breaking Bad business billionaire couple, Elliot and Gretchen Schwartz, who own Gray Matter Technologies that Mr. White helped co-found, own a Bentley Continental GT. Gretchen once drives the car to Mr. White's house when Skylar invites her over to thank her for paying for the cancer treatment. Skylar then realizes that Mr. White was lying and Gretchen never paid for it. The car symbolizes the wealth, privilege, and high social status that Gretchen and Elliot enjoy, thanks to their fortune at Gray Matter Technologies. This luxury automobile also illustrates the success Mr. White once had the opportunity to achieve, but chose to forego by selling his shares in a dupe deal. Number 13. The 2008 Volkswagen New Beetle. Marie Schrader, the wife to Hank Schrader and sister to Skylar White, drives a Volkswagen Beetle that expresses her desire for a colorful and whimsical life, in contrast to her often tense and challenging family dynamic. The Beetle's small and distinctive design represents her wish for simplicity and fun. It serves as an escape from the complex and sometimes dangerous world her husband is involved in. The tiny Volkswagen Beetle reflects Marie's inclination towards individuality and a desire to bring a touch of brightness and cheerfulness into her life, especially as she navigates the challenges and secrets within her family. Number 14. 2011 Dodge Durango. Given the notoriety of drug dealers and users in New Mexico, all top DEA agents in the series are allocated a 2011 Dodge Durango. This high-functioning SUV, known for its outstanding speed and ability to tackle rugged terrains in a breeze, is definitely perfect for chasing criminals through all kinds of roads. Officer Gomez drives the car in many instances, including when he goes to search an industrial facility that is suspected of being a super lab for cooking meth. Hank also drives the majestic Durango on several occasions, including when he discovers Mr. White was the drug kingpin he was investigating all along, causing him to lose focus, veer off the road, and knock down a mailbox. There you go. These are the most incredible automobiles in the Breaking Bad television series. Include the ones we have left behind in the comment section. Yalla!